Commander Tassir Veln's shuttle breaks through Earth's cloud layer at 15 kilometers, and the first thing she sees is wrong. The surface is glass, 40 meters of melted stone, rehardened, stretching to the horizon. Exactly as the kinetic strikes left it 1,000 years ago, but growing through the glass. Towers, hundreds of them. They pulse, 7 beats per minute. Veln checks her bioscanner. Organic. The towers are alive. Lightning strikes one. Instead of dissipating, the electricity flows down through branching channels in the structure's surface. The whole tower brightens for 3 seconds, then fades. They're feeding. Her orders were simple. Investigate thermal anomalies in the Sol quarantine zone. Confirm human extinction. If confirmation is negative, use the plasma drilling systems. Finish the genocide. Veln is Tethrian. Crystalline physiology, 342 years old. She remembers the Purging War, remembers her destroyer, Vengeance Ascendant, hunting human cargo ships in the war's final months. 17 confirmed kills. 3,247 dead. She volunteered for this mission because she wanted closure. The landing pad is a perfect circle of cleared glass. No structures, no humans. Nothing except the towers surrounding it, pulsing like slow heartbeats. She lands. Atmospheric analysis. Sulfur dioxide, ash particulates, radiation at 40 times lethal levels. Technically breathable if you don't mind dying in 3 weeks. 4 minutes of silence. Then, the ground opens. No warning, no sound. The glass segments, like an iris. A platform rises, perfectly smooth, carrying 3 figures. Veln has studied human anatomy. Baseline height, 1.7 meters. Baseline skin tone, various shades of melanin-rich pigmentation. Baseline eyes, whites, irises, pupils. These are 2.5 meters tall. Skeletal. Their skin is gray-white and translucent. She can see the circulatory system beneath, glowing faintly with luminescent gel instead of blood. Their eyes are completely black. Reflective. They don't blink. The center figure speaks. Its mouth moves, but the sound comes from somewhere else. Commander Tassir Veln. Tethrian destroyer, Vengeance Ascendant. 17 kills between day 73 and day 160 of the Purging War. Veln's hand moves toward her sidearm. Stops. How do you know that? We remember everything. The figure tilts its head. The other two mirror the gesture exactly. Designation: Reese Okoye. Function: Diplomatic interface. You're here to confirm we're extinct. Not a question. Are you? Veln asks. Current population: 412 million. We survived. Adapted. Became what Earth needed. Reese gestures at the towers. Baseline human biology couldn't process the atmosphere, so we changed. Genetic modification. Controlled evolution. 1,000 years of optimization. You're not human anymore. We're what humans become when you bury them alive. Reese steps forward. Your council made a mistake. You assumed burial meant death. It meant transformation. Veln looks at the towers, the glassed landscape, the storm-racked sky. What do you want? Recognition, sovereignty over Sol system, council membership, removal of the quarantine assets. The council will never agree. Then observe. Reese raises one hand. All 3 figures tilt their heads simultaneously. Above Earth, Luna hangs in the sky, and then the moon flows. The moon's surface moves like liquid, reshapes. Within 90 seconds, Luna is no longer spherical. It's segmented into 27 distinct pieces, held in formation by invisible force. Veln's suit sensors scream. Massive gravitational fluctuations, not from the moon, from below, from Earth. We had 1,000 years, Reese says. Sufficient time to retrofit the planet. Earth's core is optimized. Magnetic field subject to precise manipulation. Luna serves as kinetic weapons platform. The lunar fragments begin orbiting, rapidly, accelerating to impossible velocities. Watch, Reese says. 1 fragment, the size of a small city, accelerates, leaves orbit, vectors toward Venus. Veln's suit tracks it automatically. Velocity, 0.013 c, 1.3% of light speed. Impact in 4 hours, 17 minutes. Rees says, at full capacity, Earth can accelerate fragments to 0.2 c. Lunar mass provides 217 projectiles. Effective range, 4 light-years. Recharge time, 6 days. Veln does the math. 4 light-years covers 47 inhabited systems, including 3 of our Accord capitals. You've weaponized your planet. We've weaponized our prison. You buried us to prevent expansion. We ensured anyone threatening us can be reached. Rees's black eyes reflect the lightning. We cannot leave Sol. Our biology is too specialized. We'd die on other worlds, but we can touch anyone within 4 light-years. Beyond that, we're patient. A fragment traveling at 0.2 c reaches 40 light-years in 200 years. We waited 1,000. We can wait longer. 4 hours and 17 minutes later, Venus erupts. Veln watches through her telescope as the fragment punches through the crust. No explosion. It burrows. 30 seconds later, massive volcanic eruptions appear across the planet's surface. The fragment has reached the mantle, still moving. Precision targeting, Rees says. If we'd aimed for a habitable world, the crust fractures completely. Atmosphere ejects. Life ends in hours. She turns. Those black eyes. We remember what it costs to forget diplomacy. The old humans believed strength alone determined survival. They were wrong. Earth taught us patience. But patience is not surrender. Recognize our sovereignty, or learn what we learn. You have 12 hours to relay our terms. If your council rejects them, we begin targeting the Accord worlds, 1 fragment every 6 days. We will not stop until we receive recognition. All lunar depletes. 3.6 years. And if the council destroys Earth instead? Assembling a fleet large enough to crack our crust requires months. We'll detect the build-up immediately. Rees pauses. Your first world dies long before your fleet arrives. Every 6 days after that, another. Your choice. The council emergency session convenes 8 days later. Veln transmits her report on all channels simultaneously. Unencrypted. Everyone needs to see this. She stands before 87 species and plays the recording. The changed humans. The flowing moon. The Venus strike. Rees Okoye's ultimatum. The chamber erupts. Admiral Kareth. Vryn. Insectoid. Mandibles clacking. Demands retaliation. They've proven why we buried them. More dangerous now than before. We must strike. Before what? Interrupts Councillor Tassir, a Tethrian elder. Before they launch fragments at our homeworlds? Any fleet we assemble takes months. They'll detect it immediately. How many worlds die while we mobilize? We cannot negotiate with terrorists. They're not terrorists, Veln says quietly. Everyone turns. Terrorists use violence for policy change. Earth is offering straightforward exchange. Recognition for peace. That's statecraft. You fought them, someone says. You lost family to their weapons. Why defend them? Veln considers her answer. I'm not defending them. I'm assessing them accurately. They can't expand. Biology won't allow it. They can't conquer. No fleet, no adapted soldiers. They can only defend and threaten. That's not existential threat. That's one system requesting sovereignty. She pauses. And they survived. Against impossible odds. Maybe that deserves recognition. The debate continues for 6 days. Finally, Councillor Tassir calls the vote. All in favor of recognizing Terran sovereignty. 847 to 23. The motion passes. The signing ceremony is brief. Formal declarations. Documents recorded. Sol system returned to Terran control. Quarantine assets removed. Earth granted council membership. As final signatures are recorded, a councillor asks, "How many of you are there?" Exactly? Rees tilts her head. 412,732,018. Silence. You're certain? We are networked. Each individual maintains bio-neural connection with Earth's core systems. Population monitoring is continuous and precise. You're connected? All of you? Yes. Individual consciousness maintained, but information sharing is constant. Every human can contact every other human instantly, access Earth's sensors, power grids, defensive systems. We are individuals who share context. Reese pauses. Human neurology adapted to process quantum-entangled particles naturally. We can interface with most digital systems directly. The Vryn counselor's mandibles click. You're saying you can access any computer system in the galaxy? Most systems, yes. We choose not to. Intrusion without cause violates diplomatic protocols we're establishing. The threat hangs in the air. Reese scans the assembled representatives. Understand, we are not the humans you fought. Genetic drift, environmental pressure, self-modification. Current Terran physiology diverges from baseline Homo sapiens by 17%. New subspecies. But we remember what we were. And we will not forget what was done. She gestures toward the viewport. Earth hangs there, grey, red, glowing. That world is a grave that learned to walk. We are ghosts that refuse to die. You ask if we understand peace. We need it. We're too specialized to survive elsewhere. We can't threaten beyond 4 light-years without sacrificing everything. She pauses. But peace without strength is surrender. And we've had enough. 6 months later, Veln receives a package. No return address. A crystalline data cube on her doorstep. She plays it. The cube contains archives. Thousands of files. Human history, pre-war and post-purging. Footage of old Earth with blue skies and oceans. Then footage from after, darkness, starvation, adaptation, bodies changing, eyes adjusting, skin developing resistance, the reconstruction across centuries, cities grown from ruins, children born with black eyes, humans interfacing with planetary networks, becoming part of Earth systems. The final file is text. From Reese Okoye. Commander Veln. You could have ordered bombardment. You chose to meet us. You could have recommended rejection. You advocated for recognition. We remember the 17 cargo vessels. The 3,247 humans who died. We remember your name, but we also remember you came to Earth alone. That you spoke. That you argued for peace. If your council chooses war again, find us. Come to Earth. We will remember you showed respect. We do not offer forgiveness, but we offer memory. For humanity, that is enough. Reese Okoye Veln archives the cube, tries to return to normal life. She can't. 3 months later, another message arrives. Official channels. Earth has detected an anomaly at the edge of known space. Something large, faster than light, heading toward Council territory. Unknown origin. Unknown intent. The Terran Dominion is offering to assist with investigation. They're offering to defend the galaxy that tried to exterminate them. Veln types a single line. I'll meet you there. Epilogue. Earth rotates in silence. Storms rage. Biostructures pulse with light. 7 beats per minute. Planetary heartbeat. Towers drink lightning and convert it to power flowing through networks grown into the crust. Above, lunar orbits in 27 pieces. Every 47 minutes, one fragment accelerates slightly. A reminder. A test. A promise. 412 million individuals, all connected, monitor sensor grids spanning the solar system. They tend orbital mirrors. They maintain geothermal harvesters. They watch the stars. New children are born in subterranean cities lit by bioluminescence. Eyes already black. Skin already translucent. Nervous systems already capable of interfacing with Earth's networks. They will never see natural sunlight, never breathe air without sulfur, never know Earth as it was, but they will know Earth as it is, and they will never forget what it cost. The galaxy moves on, trade routes reopen, diplomatic ships visit regularly. Nobody mentions the weapons. Nobody asks Earth to disarm. Younger species learn Earth's story in history classes. Ancient conflict, resolved through diplomacy. They don't understand the fear their elders carry. The older species remember. They watch Sol nervously. They maintain contingency plans in sealed archives, in the event that Earth must be destroyed again. But they don't act, because they understand. You cannot bury evolution. You cannot sterilize adaptation. You cannot genocide survival instinct. You can only create something that remembers what you tried to do, and waits. On Earth's surface, Reese Okoye stands on glass, black eyes reflecting moonlight. 27 separate reflections. She is 347 years old, born in a bunker where radiation glowed green. She has never known Earth as anything but a grave. She will live another 300 years. She is connected. Right now, she feels the 412 million others. Not their thoughts. Individuality remains sacred, but their presence, their awareness. She feels Earth itself, magnetic field flexing, geothermal networks pulsing, biostructures processing atmosphere. She is part of the planet is part of her. Somewhere 40 light-years away, Veln sleeps. In her safe, a data cube holds 3,247 names. Reese knows those names, all of them. But she also remembers Veln came to Earth alone, spoke instead of fired, argued for recognition when others demanded annihilation. Memory is complex. It holds both debts and gratitude. The anomaly from the galactic rim grows closer. Council sensors track it nervously. Unknown composition, unknown intent. Earth watches, waits, calculates trajectories. If the anomaly proves hostile, Luna's fragments are ready. 27 relativistic kill vehicles, each capable of cracking a planet's crust. If the Council needs defenders, Earth will answer. Not because humans forgave, not because the purging is forgotten, but because humanity survived by adapting. And the next adaptation is learning to protect what once tried to destroy them. It's strategic, practical. If those 47 systems within 4 light-years fall, Earth becomes isolated again, vulnerable. Better to defend the neighbors who fear you than face the unknown alone. Reese smiles, cold, patient, the smile of a species that waited 1,000 years and would wait 1,000 more. The galaxy thought it buried humanity. The galaxy was wrong. Humanity buried itself, went deep into ash and darkness, and built something new in the grave, something that could survive anything, something that would never surrender. Above, 27 pieces of moon orbit in perfect formation, waiting, always ready, always remembering.